have your practice, like get used to maybe having an extra blanket or something around if you're chilly. So when Shavasana rolls around, you can really feel like you can rest and not be chilly, not be cold. So excited to share this passage because usually it's beautiful, but usually it doesn't make much sense for us because, you know, we have sunny weather and sunny weather and sunny weather. So today we have variety. And we had a full moon this morning. We have had some wind, we have had some rain. So this is an Apache blessing. May the sun bring you new energy by day. May the moon softly restore you by night. May the rain wash away your worries. May the breeze blow new strength into your being. May you walk gently through the world and know its beauty all the days of your life. Give yourself several breaths just to arrive right here on your mat, letting the rest of the day go. You might listen for the sounds of the rain or the drops or the breeze. Just breathe. Notice if your mind wandered and come right back to the breath. You can invite a deeper breath if that feels good, just kind of filling all the way up and maybe a gentle sigh, emptying all the way out. And we'll bring hands to touch at heart center, remembering to check in with your breath often. That's the anchor, an anchor in your practice. We'll be grateful today for boating, for cooking shows, for yummy foods, for rain, and anything else you'd like to add. And then let's send something good out from your heart out to a person, place, whatever it is. And release your arms. You can take them out into a T, just stretching across the chest and through the arms. Wherever your legs are, knees bent or not, you can wiggle toes and fingers. You'll bend your knees and hug your right leg in, holding wherever feels good, the shin, behind the thigh, or not holding at all can be nice. Aware of your breath. Take this same leg now, the right leg, and take it on top of the left for thread the needle. Any variation. If you want to bring the legs in toward your torso, you can, or keep your left foot grounded. Let your arms rest wherever they feel good, unless you're holding. You might be holding the left leg. Sometimes it's nice when we're in thread the needle to allow a few exhales out of the mouth. And we'll take 3 more breaths on this side. Release the legs and stretch the legs out, taking the shape of Shavasana and just noticing. Bend your knees. This time, hug your left leg in, holding shin, thigh, or not holding. All good choices. Keep noticing your breath. Also, you might notice the hip crease. If you hug the leg in and it feels at all with any kind of pinching, then you can release it away from the body a little bit. It could feel completely different than side one. Now take the left leg on top of the right or thread the needle. Any variation, right foot down. You can hug legs in, holding thigh or shin. Some audible exhales might feel really good here. A few more breaths on this side. Releasing, and again, taking the shape of Shavasana if that feels okay, or you could keep your knees bent. Just checking in, allowing the body to be still and breathe. Bend your knees, hug the right leg in, and hold behind the thigh this time. We'll explore the back of the leg by straightening and bending. Remember, we're exploring with curiosity and love and kindness. And if you want, you can straighten the left leg out. Keep it active by flexing the ankle, or you can let the left leg be like Shavasana. Your practice may feel different today. Often when the weather is different, we feel it in our bodies. And you might point the foot as you straighten and bend. Then you could flex the right ankle, feeling the different sensations that come just by moving the foot. If you'd like to try a few without the arms, let the arms rest, taking the leg up and down. This is definitely going to turn on some of the abdominal muscles. We'll take a couple more. Please feel free to stop and rest if this is too many. And release. Slide the right leg out. Hug the left leg in. Of course, decide. We're holding behind the thigh, and decide where you want your right leg. Straight, Shavasana, active, or bent. And then when you're ready, leg up and down, straightening and bending. And the calmer we keep the breath, the calmer the mind, because these stretches on the backs of the legs can be quite intense. But we're reminding the nervous system that it's okay. We're safe. We're just moving slowly. With great care. Try pointing the foot a few times. And then flexing the ankle. So now, reaching more through the heel. That's exciting. Taking a few more on this side. Please continue. Even, graceful breathing. Release. Pausing in this glorious Shavasana shape, checking in. You may keep your legs long. You may bend them. You might also consider tripod legs, feet bent, or sorry, knees bent, feet wide, and knees fall together. So still here, your hip crease can soften. I want to focus on shoulders, arms, and neck for a moment. So I just want the lower part of your body to feel grounded and good. So we'll start by taking right arm up and over, and then turn your head to the left. Inhale here, and exhale, switch. Inhale in stillness, and switch on the exhale. If you don't want to do the neck part, you can certainly just do the arms. Taking one arm up and over. Allow the pace to be relaxed and calm. And do one more each way. Bring your head back to center. Let both arms float up, and we'll take some circles. Any size circles with your arms. You can even allow the arms to bend. This becomes a little bit like conductor arms. Or you can keep them really straight and active, like pointing through your fingers with your Jedi hands. Circles as big or as small as you'd like, and allow switching direction. Maybe one arm, one direction, the other arm, opposite. Who knows? But we're willing to try because we are flexible yoga people. Let your arms come down to rest, maybe in a T. Check in, breathe. Let's draw both knees in toward the chest, taking like an upside down child's pose. You can have the knees a little wider, toes to touch, or your legs can be together. Sometimes I'll clasp my hand or fingers so that I can hold the legs in place. Nice stretch for the low back, maybe the hips, the buttocks. Releasing the legs and the arms up to the sky. Resting bug. Really feel the torso supported by the earth, the floor. Let yourself feel heavy and also feel the lightness of the limbs. And we'll circle ankles and wrists. A pace that you can feel and sense. Switch direction. Now we're going to play a little bit. Please do what you want, do what you can, rest whenever you want. I'm going to turn so you can see. So we've done this before. We take arms and legs apart and together, any amount. The amount does not matter. But this evening, we'll just play a little bit. So next time the limbs come back together, just one side. I'm going to take it out a little, come back. Then the other side. You have to keep yourself steady and come back. And then all the limbs away and return. Just one side. And back. And the other side. Any amount. Don't tip over. And then both. Single, single, double. And you might even notice a difference between the sides. Sometimes we're a little stronger on one side. Allow your face to relax and your breath still feels steady and calm as you're exploring this strange movement. And we'll do one more round. Single, single, double. Our next stop is Shavasana. Not real Shavasana yet, but Shavasana shape. Or it could be like, that's great, I'm done. Whole body breathing. Whole body now supported by the earth, by the ground. Bend your knees or keep them long, the legs long. And we'll take both arms reaching up and over. We did single arms earlier. You can do that again if that's better. Or we move just a few times, both arms reaching up and over. and coming back down. Okay, we're going to take a great variation now of Warrior Three, my favorite variation. So, right leg long, ankle flexed, draw your left leg in, and take the left leg up toward the sky. So this might be where you stay. You can hold the leg. That's nice to have the support. If you want, you can bring your hands to your heart. Now I'm holding this leg here with core stuff. If you want, you can reach the arms up and over. So this is a full Warrior Three shape. If we were standing, we'd be standing on this leg that's floating in the sky. So imagine we'd be standing on the left leg and the right leg would be floating out behind us. It's not my favorite pose standing, but I do love this version. It's still a lot of work. Keep your torso grounded. We have a couple more breaths here. Beautiful Virabhadrasana 3. Bring the arms down. Bring the leg down. Stretch out again. Pause between sides. Just let the body say, okay, I got it. Know what I'm doing. It's safe. Left leg, very active. Flex the ankle. Draw your right leg in and take it up toward the sky. And this is already plenty. You've got this shape of Warrior Three. The arms are just, I don't know, like sprinkles or frosting, but not really. Whatever feels good. So maybe hands to heart. Maybe arms reach up and over. My leg is not straight, this leg that's up in the air. I can kind of push through the heel and find it a little bit straighter, but I'm not looking for that. That could be too much stretch on the hamstrings. Torso is grounded, breath is full, and it's a lot to hold this shape with arms reaching and legs reaching. A few more breaths and know you can come out anytime. You don't have to wait for me. And we release. Legs release. Maybe the arms feel good up. So you can take starfish or T arms, or if it feels better and more relaxing for the shoulders, take the shape of Shavasana. Find a few breaths here. After the effort, we find the surrender. Bringing your arms back down, bend your knees and locate your cushion. We'll come into supported bridge. Lift your pelvis, any height, any pillow, even a folded blanket, a slight inversion. And we'll pause here first just with the feet on the ground. Arms can be anywhere. Shavasana, T, starfish, cactus, maybe even hands on the belly. Feel your feet on the ground. Allow your hip creases to relax, even though there's effort here to hold the legs in this shape. Stay here, or we revisit thread the needle. Let's go with the left leg on top. Any variation. Right foot can stay down. You can draw the legs in. You could even add the bottom leg reaching up. Now there's a little support, a little bit different with the pelvis elevated. Hopefully it does not feel as effortful as the warrior 3 leg. Few more breaths on this side. Maybe your next exhale is out of the mouth. Release your legs and shift if you need. Sometimes the pelvis adjusts on the cushion. And we'll take right leg on top, thread the needle. Any variation. You do not have to do the same thing you did on the other side. You can just make it whatever is right for this side. Big breath in, open mouth, exhale. When you release the legs, decide feet to the earth or legs up into the sky. Arms can be anywhere. We'll spend just about a minute in this stillness. Bring your feet back down. Your choice. You can come off your cushion and into starfish to take a whole body stretch. Or you might like to stay on the cushion and stretch one leg out and then the other. See how that is. We're lengthening the front body and the back body. So it's not just kind of back bending. We ground through the torso, through the back, maybe reaching up and over. You can flex your ankles or allow Shavasana legs. See which one feels best. Sometimes I like a little active leg. Take a few deep breaths here, maybe even sighing out of the mouth on the exhales. Bringing your arms back down, sliding the legs back, slowly coming off the cushion, lifting, lowering. Now you might like to hug your knees in. You may be ready to stretch out into the real Shavasana, supporting your legs. Just a note about the support. I like the support close to the buttock. That feels better for me on the low back. Sometimes we end up with the props far away, but then I've kind of got this floating thigh. So it helps for me, soothing, grounding low back by bringing the cushions in nice and close to the buttocks, then stretching the legs out over. Let your arms rest, palms up or down. You might, with your mind, just scan the body, the front and the back and the sides. Noticing how you feel. And then letting yourself completely rest. Shavasana. Begin to deepen your breath, bringing in some energy with your inhales, but still allowing the letting go on the exhales. Wiggle fingers and toes. You might want another full body stretch. Anything that feels good. Maybe you want to draw your knees into your chest. And you'll roll to your side into fetal pose and pause there. May the sun bring you new energy by day. May the moon softly restore you by night. May the rain wash away your worries. May the breeze blow new strength into your being. May you walk gently through the world and know its beauty all the days of your life. Bring yourself up to sit. We'll connect our hands at heart center. Enjoying the rain for the rest of this evening and whatever else you're doing. Not too much of the news, just enough. Thank you so much for being here and sharing your practice. Thank you, ladies.